What is sitting on the inside of you that is 6 figures? What is on the inside of you that is 7 figures? What on the inside of you can impact someone's life, save someone's life? What is on the inside of you that you're being selfish and you are not allowing others to hear your story, to hear your testimony?
What's happening? No capping. We with AO, about to get a plate. Oh, pull up to the table. Let's go.
So according to a recent survey, 1/3 of Americans are turning to side hustles to combat the rising cost of living. We got groceries going up, gas is going up, even utility prices are even going up. A lot of young people, a lot of families are working from home because they're really trying to figure out, what can I do? What can I put into place that can produce me some income today? And the reason being is because we are at an all-time high with over the last 40 years when it comes to inflations. And Americans are saying, yo, listen, I hear you, Anthony, about saving, about budgeting, and even about maybe investing in a single size with my girl, Terry, to produce some income down the road. But what can I do today that would generate me income today, right now, to help me pay my bills right now, to help me put gas into my car right now, to help me even start paying off more of my debt right now, to help me build my emergency fund right now. So today we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you 4 side hustles to increase your income during this inflation. And you know what? Not just during the inflation, but also during the summer months. We're going into the summer. Some of y'all want to do family vacations. Some of y'all want to, hit the beach. And I'm cool with that. But let me give you some extra income ideas so that way you can enjoy your life and attack whatever goals that you want to do. But here's the thing. Before we get into that, let me say a few things here. Number one, if you've been rocking with me for a little while, marry your boy. Can you rock with me, please? I need you to hit that subscribe button. And if you're enjoying this video, hit the thumbs up, you guys. Last month, we had an amazing month when it comes to new subscribers, new family members. Our message is getting out there, and I want you to hit that subscribe button and join us and share this with your friend. Here's number 2. Every single month, I start off the month with announcing the book of the month. And what I'm going to do is link this book and also the partner of this segment of the show, my friends over at Short Form, who are producing this segment when it comes to our book of the month. But also, I'm going to start putting this book in all of the show notes throughout the entire month. And today's book is a great one that I just started it. I'm not going to lie to you. This is the book that I'm reading this month. It's called Essentialism, the disciplined pursuit of less. What I love about this book is, essentialism isn't about getting more done in less time. It's about getting only the right things done. It's not about, how much can we do? How busy can we be? No, it's about, do we have the discipline to attack the things that are important? Do we have the discipline to focus on the things that are important to us and into us moving forward? We think having the big houses and all the cars and all the money and all this stuff and having all these likes and having all these followers is the best thing, when honestly, less is more effective. Less produces wealth. Okay. And this book is great for everyone. Because I'll be honest with you, sometimes I feel as if I don't have another 100,000 followers by this time, I'm not successful. When I already have close to 1 million total followers. What if God only called me to have 1 million? What am I producing with that 1 million? How am I influencing and impacting 1 million people who are already following me? Oftentimes we say, man, if I could have more money. No. What are you doing with the less that you have right now? And in this book, man, it's an eye opener. It's a real eye opener. One of the things I read in this book is I found myself being stretched, right? I found myself, doing this on my team, doing that on my team. And I'm learning the more I could take off of my plate, the more influential and impactful I could be to you all. So this book right here will most definitely bless you. So I'm going to drop this book in today's show notes. Make sure to go over to short form and check it out. If you are like me and you just can't read, 372 pages within an entire month, you can go over to my friends over at short form. Short form will give you two options: a 10-page PDF that gives you all of the main takeaways, or you can get a little longer version. It's going to be about maybe 16 to 20 pages long. Comes with a quiz on there as well. And y'all, it's going to give you all the major points, some questions to help make sure that you can answer, to help make sure it sticks into your head. But you will feel like you read this entire book, because it takes out all the fluff, it takes out all the stories, and it goes straight to, here are the points to make sure that you can operate in your stewarding less more effectively. And what I love about this book is when you steward and have the discipline for less, you actually see you have more with less. Ooh. So go over to anthonyoneal.com/short form. That link will be in today's show notes because I promise you this book will bless you. Remember, we are maximizing the year of 2022, and we are going to not only get some more income for our side hustles during this high inflation time, but we're going to grow, we're going to mature, we're going to evolve, because we are going to be readers. Readers are wealthy. Readers become wiser. Fools don't read. We are not fools. So what is the very first side hustle that we can do when it comes to making more money? And here's the very first thing that I really want to do, that I really want to address, that I absolutely love. I genuinely do love this one because it's what I do. And I'm going to help you all do this. The very first thing what you can do immediately right now is teach what you know. Teach what you know. How many of us in life have been through something? We've been through life. We've learned so much. We have all this information up here, but we're keeping it to ourselves rather than turning that into income and teaching others. I see so many people out there saying, oh man, everybody's selling a course and everyone's a scammer. No, if you got information, if God gave you the information inside of you, if God gave you the story, if God gave you that journey, he didn't give it to you just for you. He allowed you to go through that process. He allowed you to get the education. He allowed you to get the wisdom so that once you learn from it and evolve from it, you can turn back around and go teach people. Listen, God didn't allow me to become homeless at the age of 18, 19 years old just for myself. He didn't allow me to rack up all that debt just so I can say I had that debt, but don't teach nobody else my story, my journey, and my process. No, God had a plan. When he was forming me in my mother's womb, when he was forming you in your mother's womb, he said, you are going to go through XYZ. Anthony is going to go through ABC. You are going to go through EDF. I probably said that wrong. You and I are going through something, and God knew this is what he's going to go through. But this story, this pain, this journey, this process is going to help. This person is going to help. That person is going to help. This person is going to help. That person. Boy, I feel like I'm preaching already. And so the problem is, if you don't take this information and teach it to other people, you're being selfish with the gifts and the tools and the resources and the experiences that God has given you. That's pretty much saying that, God, I don't trust you. God, no, God, this is all for me. So I want to ask you this question. What is your area of expertise when it comes to your 9 to 5? Chances are someone out there could benefit from what you have to offer. I'm going to put a little bit of my secrets out there, y'all. I'm going to keep it real with you all. Here's something you can do right now. Whatever you experience, like whatever your job experience, let's say you're a graphic designer at your job, right? And let's say you have a 9 to 5 job, right? How can you take that information and maybe turn it into a side hustle? Host a paid Zoom workshop about your industry and profession, right? So let's say if you're a graphic designer, or let's say you're a nurse. Let's say that you are a marketer. Let's say that you're in management. Let's say that you are a copywriter. Let's say that you are a photographer. Let's say that you're a videographer. My homegirl is here cooking for the team and I this week as we are shooting, these videos. and she's a chef, right? Like let's say you're a chef. Let's say you enjoy cooking. Let's say you're an executive admin. What information, what skills do you possess that you can turn that into a quick 1 hour, 2 hour process, right? Turn that into a 1 or 2 hour, let's say, course or a class online, and offer to your people on Instagram a paid Zoom meeting. Hey, in 1 hour, I'm gonna teach you how to work Photoshop. Hey, in 1 hour, I'm gonna teach you the basic skills you need to have when it comes to getting accepted into this particular job. In 1 hour, I'm gonna show you what are the right cameras that you should have if you wanna be a influencer. In 1 hour, I'm going to show you the top 5 meals you can make at home on a low budget. In 1 hour, I'm going to show you XYZ. And what do you do here? It's simple. You charge, let's say for example, you charge $150 for the workshop. All right. Let's say you get what? Let's say 10 people come. That's $1,500 in 1 hour. You just made $1,500 an hour. If you only have 10 people show up and you charge them $150. I'll be real with you all. I did a course, not a course. I did like a Zoom thing with a friend of mine. He and I are actually teaching people how to turn their brand, how to turn their story, how to turn their journey into a 6-figure brand within 6 to 12 months. So how to make 6 figures within 6 to 12 months from just your brand, from just your story. There are so many things out there that you all can do that I think that you all to really understand. And here's the truth. I just started learning this stuff within the last 6 months. Like, whoa, wait, I can do this? Whoa, wait, that's available? Whoa, wait, this is legal, legit? Wait. Whoa. True story. I learned something, studied it for about 2 months, tried it out with my team. Within 2 weeks, we made 6 figures. The company made 6 figures from trying out this thing, just from our story, just from what we do. We made 6 figures. And so me and my friend came together and we put together a 1 hour Zoom. He's a marketing guru. We've been able to build a solid brand on YouTube and on podcasts and on speaking. So we came together real quick over his company. He said, Anthony, let's just charge $500, $499, see who all comes. Man, listen, y'all do the math. We had right at 380 people come at $499. We threw it out there at the very last minute. We decided to do it on a Monday. We hosted this course on Thursday, like 3 days later, 380 people at $499. You do the math. So what can you do? What skills? What do you possess that is on the inside of you that will help you build some income? Let's say, for an example, do this. As a matter of fact, this is what I want you to do. This is exactly what I want you to do. I want you to text 6 brand. Okay. I really want you to text this right now. I want you to text the number 6 brand. Okay. We're going to put that on the screen. 6 brand. Okay. And, what we're going to do is 6 brand to 615-930-3431. Again, that is 6 brand to 615-930-3431. If you want to learn more, if you want to dive deeper into how can you take everything that's on the inside of you. Prime example, I was homeless. I racked up about $35,000 in debt at the age of 18, 19, back in the early 2000s. $35,000 in debt. Today, it's not a lot of money, but back in the early 2000s, that was a whole lot of money. I was homeless, sleeping in my car for 6 months of my life. I was able to pay it all off with the wisdom and teachings of Dave Ramsey's baby steps, the 7 baby steps. And so there was a story and a journey that I have. I've been able to take that story and that journey and turn it into a very lucrative business over here for myself, right? Very lucrative. And so my thing is like, okay, God, I'm teaching people how to get out of debt and how to build wealth. I'm teaching single people how to maximize a single season. The next thing for me is to teach people how to do the same thing, how to generate income immediately and not really instantly, but if you're willing to put in the hard work and if you're willing to have discipline, how to turn that and make a quick $5,000 extra a month by doing something that you actually are passionate about. I get excited when it's time for me to get in the studio and record. I get so excited because here's what I'm focusing on as a content teacher, as an influencer, some may call me, is that if I focus on three things, if I focus on being influential, and if that influence impacts you, then in return, I get income. You see what I'm saying? So I get excited. I'm thinking, I'm always praying. Okay. What should I say? Okay, what should I do? How do I become influential? Not just famous. I don't care about fame. Fame doesn't produce income. But if I am influential, if I have some level of fame, right? But if that influence is impacting you in a positive way, it's impacting you to help you get out of debt. It's impacting you in a way that you're saying, yo, I want to stay out of debt. I want to build wealth. I want to put my kids through college debt free. I want to live on less. I want to be more disciplined in my life. I want to be a better steward of my income. If my influence impacts you, then let's be real. You watch more of my shows. You buy my products. You support me in whatever I do. And because of that, that generates income for me and for my team. But it all starts with, I'm teaching what I know. I'm teaching what I've been through. A lot of people call me an expert, and I respect that. But I think my what I call myself, my title is, I'm just a disciplined and non-selfish student. I am a student. I'm learning. For 7 years, I had the great honor of learning from Dave Ramsey. Before that, I had the great honor of learning from Bishop Rudolph McKissick Jr. out in Jacksonville, Florida. I've had the opportunity to learn from some great men in my life. And all I'm simply doing is taking all that information, praying over it. And then now I'm like, all right, cool. How do I get this back to my people? How do I teach this to my tribe? Because let's be real, I can't reach everybody. Neither can Dave Ramsey. Neither can Bishop Rudolph McKissick Jr. Neither can Bishop T.D. Jakes. Neither can you. But I do know I'm assigned to certain people. I'm assigned to you. You're watching me. So as long as I am stewarding my influence well, and my influence is impacting you, I'm going to produce income because I'm teaching what God allowed me to go through and what God put on the inside of me. What is sitting on the inside of you? That is 6 figures. What is on the inside of you? That is 7 figures. What on the inside of you can impact someone's life, save someone's life? What is on the inside of you that you're being selfish and you are not allowing others to hear your story, to hear your testimony? So listen, we are going to be rolling out another class, another course. We're going to be going to Dallas, Texas, and we're going to be teaching people how to build a 6-figure brand. How to turn your thoughts, your story into a 6-figure brand. And the long-term goal is, I don't believe in overselling people. I know we can teach you how to make it to 6 figures. But the long-term goal is, how do you turn it into 7 figures? And getting to 7 figures as a business, it's not difficult. It's discipline, it's stewardship, and it's determination. And it's being disciplined to really focus on the right things, not all things, but the right things. And you can get there. And so text 6 brand to 615-930-3431. And you will get some information back. And we'll text you as soon as we get the course. We're only going to allow 500 into this one. And I'm telling you right now, there is going to be a cost. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to teach what I know. And there is going to be a cost because I want to help you win. And if you come, we're going to be bringing everyone to Dallas, Texas on this. It's going to be for a whole weekend. You'll be able to sit down with me and my friend. And we're going to really just teach and give you everything that God has given us. There's no secrets. We're not going to hold things back. Because here's the thing. I don't believe in competition. I just don't. There are millions of people on this planet. You only need 2,000 people really to make $1 million. Do the math. If you can find 2,000 people throughout the year that's willing to invest into your business at $450 per person, that's about $1 million. That's nowhere near $1 million. It's nowhere near $500,000. What $1 million idea is on the inside of you, but you have not taken the opportunity to really think about it? Here's another idea. Here's another idea, man. And listen, I hope you are writing this stuff down because this is quick. These are things that you can take your skill sets right now, turn it into a little page, little outline, jump on Zoom, jump on Instagram, jump on Facebook. I mean, think about this. How many of you all have posted a purse? How many of you all have posted a pair of shoes? How many of you all have posted that haircut or the hairdo that you just got? How many of you have sold and made other people money, but you haven't made yourself money? You've promoted everybody else, but you haven't promoted yourself. You can put an outline together today. Next week, you can get 10 people to come learn from you and make an extra $1,500. Just like that. And here's another way. Here's another way that you can produce some income instantly is tutor. You can do online tutoring. Online tutoring. Okay. How many of you all have a college degree? Right? You have a college degree. How many of you are actually using it in your field? I was doing some studying and they said about close to 40% of people who graduate with a college degree are actually capable of tutoring other high school and middle school students to at least get through the first 2 years of school. Because they're just doing like their prereqs and just the basic college courses before they get into their actual career courses the second part of the year. And the study was saying that that's a great way for students who just graduated from college or students who have a degree and let's say that they need some extra side hustles because of COVID. A lot of kids are at homeschool. A lot of kids can't stay after school because of the decline of after school programs. And so right now, tutoring has become a very lucrative business on the side. On average, these tutors are making anywhere from $20 to about $60 an hour. I have a good friend out of Dallas, Texas. I grew up with her, and she actually started a tutoring business on the side. She was charging $50 an hour, and because she really became passionate with it, she has a master's degree, and she really just started getting middle schoolers prepped for the PSAT, prepped for Algebra 1 and different algebra stuff. And the next thing you know, she was getting so booked on the side that she had to turn down close to, I think she said like close to $5,000 a month because she had her full-time job. And her full-time job was not in tutoring. And I was like, wait, really? She was like, yeah. So what she did was she sat down with one of her coaches. I should put my computer on mute. She sat down one of her coaches and just looked at, okay, here's everything you said no to. Here's everything you have now. What is that income? That income turned out to be about $124,000 a year. She was only making $75,000 on her job. So saying no to that income, right, was actually hurting her more than actually helping her. So what she did is she took on the work for, I think she said 3 months. She said, I took on all the work for 3 months and I just worked my behind off just to see if these clients would sign at least a school year contract. So she says, I'm going to operate like a school teacher. She said, I'm going to go from August to May or whatever a school year is. And I want to see if these parents would sign a full year agreement that I would tutor them throughout the entire year. She said when she got through testing it out, every parent signed for a full year. And then she said about 1/3 of her parents said, hey, can you still do tutoring during the summer? So she went and she quit her job because on the side, her online tutoring business became profitable. Check this out, yo. Check this out. I was blown away because she started this a few years ago. This is before COVID, right? COVID, I called her. I was like, yo, how was your online tutoring business going? She said, Anthony, she almost tripled her income. She said because kids were still at school, like kids were working from home. And she said, and it was even harder. She said, so because of my time, she said she went up on her rates from $50 to $90 an hour because she was saying no to a whole bunch of people. So she was like, hey, listen, if you're on a contract already, I can stick with that. But if you want to come in and just do 1 hour here, 1 hour there, I got to charge you $90 an hour because I can't say yes to everyone. And because of this time, I got to charge more to make sure I get my time worth. She made $300,000 the last 2 years. What? She didn't go to school for tutoring. But because she took the information, again, going back to what, this is so good. Because she took the information and the skill sets that was on the inside of her, she now built a very successful, lucrative business. And check this out. She turned it into a course. Woo! She took the information, grew, expanded. She said, I got to teach this to other people. You know why she said that? She said, because I can't tutor all the kids. I'm turning down kids. I'm turning down families. Listen, I'm going to say the name of the celebrity. She was doing so well that a very well-known celebrity that lives in LA during the winter months, she turned them down. If I said the name of it, y'all would scream and say she is crazy. If I told you the name of this celebrity couple, y'all would scream and say that she is absolutely crazy. But this is what she said when she told me that. She said, Anthony, I can't chase money. She said, the moment I chase money, that's the moment that I lose respect from all of my clients. She said, I have to operate with character and with integrity. If I have an agreement with these parents, I have to operate out of that. She said, it would have been so cool to work with this couple. She said, but it's not worth it. She said, that couple had enough money to pay her what she was making on her business. They could pay her that easy and not even blink. She could drop all of her clients. She said, but I was thinking long term. I am influencing and I am impacting kids' lives. I want to impact lives. I don't want to impact just one life because they have more money than the others. She said, I don't know what doctor is depending on me to help them get through this SAT. I don't know what lawyer, what school teacher, what engineer, what police officer, what business owner. That could be the next president. She said, I want to continue using the information that I have, using the gift that I've learned that I have, and I want to serve. And y'all, she is doing just that. Not only is she doing I think it has kind of slowed down. I think she's still doing right around $250,000 a year with her tutoring business. She's been able to hire other people and teach them how to operate up beneath her brand and tutor and teach like her. And then she's created a course to where she's teaching people how to turn their college degree into a money generator full time. And so, man, I'm telling you right now, you all definitely want to get a part of the 6 brand movement that we're going to be launching and teaching you how to do that. Because I'm telling you, there's something on the inside of you that is that other people need. And I just want to help you make some extra money. You don't have to do things full time like me and like my friend. You don't have to. Maybe you really enjoy your job. And I am extremely happy that you enjoy your job. However, we all can use some extra income. We all can use some extra income so we can, pay off debt, so we can, build wealth for our kids, so that we can go build our dream home for our families, so we can start setting aside money for our kids' college, so we can start investing into our future. And as I think about investing into our future, there's 2 main things that I really want to hit on before I hit these last 2 things that are good side hustles. But I really want to encourage you all and remind you 2 important things when it comes to wealth building. Number 1, that is home ownership. Okay, home ownership. In today's day and time, a lot of people are asking me, Anthony, if I'm eliminating my debt, how do I get into a home mortgage? If you're telling me that I should pay off all my debt, but you're also telling me I should be a homeowner, well, how am I going to get a home loan if I don't have any open trade lines? Well, it's easy. It's called manual underwriting. And the best manual underwriters out there are my friends, Church Hill Mortgage. They're going to be on the show later on this month, and we're going to really dive deeper into what's going on with homes inflating and what's going on with all this, competing with cash offers and stuff like that. And they're going to come to the table and just really educate us on how they can assist you with getting into a home. They finance all of my homes. They finance investment homes. They finance your dream homes. You name it, they're going to get you there. And their process is 100% easy. So if the summer months are coming in, a lot of people love to buy homes, to refinance homes during the summer. So I want to encourage you to go to anthonyoneal.com/Churchill. They're going to take good care of you. They're going to give you some discounts because you're my family. If you have no open trade lines, if you're struggling with your credit, they're going to work with you. If you're eliminating your debt and you still want to get into a home, I'm not a huge fan of you getting into a home. But you know what? As I am evolving, I am learning that home ownership closes that wealth gap. And so however we could do that, let's talk about it. So get with Churchill Mortgage. They'll walk you through the best processes on how to get into a home loan today. And here's what I love. They're going to give you a certified pre-approval. And also, this is what I really love. They are going to allow you to go out into the market with a letter that says, hey, we're going to guarantee another $5,000 on top of that, that this person is a guaranteed buyer. You don't have to go to a cash offer, because if we have to back out for any reason, on top of your earnest money, we're going to give you another $5,000. And so they're sending you out there with a certified pre-approval and an extra $5,000 as a guarantee to put on top of the earnest money, just in case if you were to withdraw for any reason when it comes to financing. So Churchill Mortgage is the best company, and it'll give you a super fast approval. Let's go to anthonyoneal.com/Churchill. The next one is, man, did y'all know that life insurance is very, very important in building wealth? We're sitting here talking about ways on how we can build more income, but I do not want us to forget wealth is our end goal. Freedom, peace, and joy. What can prevent our families from having peace? What can prevent our families from having joy is when we pass and we don't leave them with something that allows them to mourn us and not worry about the bills. Did you know that more than 55% of Black American households would face financial hardships within 6 months after the death of the primary breadwinner? Life insurance through Ethos can be and can help protect what matters most in a time of need. With life insurance, you can pay for your kids' college. You can pay your family's bills. You can pay off your mortgage. You can buy your kids a car. You can set your family up to win even more. You see, what used to be confusing and drawn out, time-consuming process can be done all online within less than 10 minutes with my friends over at Ethos. There's no medical exams. Check this out. No medical exams, no blood tests, just a few answers that you need to answer. Well, just a few questions you need to answer online, and you're good to go. You can do it on your own time, or if you need help, there are experts that will walk you through the process. And here's what I love about my friends at Ethos. They're not commission-based. They are solely here to help you get the right policy, get the right term life policy for you and your family. So whether you get a baby policy, which is $50, $50,000, or maybe you get a big boy policy, $5 million, they don't make commission. They're going to spend some time to educate you on the decision that you're about to make, give you the right process, give you the right recommendation, teach you through this journey, so allow you to have some peace. So I am with Ethos. I have, at least 10 to 11 times of what I make on an average year. And I want to encourage you to go check them out. And here's the thing, y'all. They are super affordable and super fast. Go to anthonyoneal.com/ethos. That is anthonyoneal.com/ethos. So we talked about two things. Teach what you know. Try online tutoring. Now, this next one is very, very interesting. My mom taught me this one. And I'm confused. I want to know, drop your comments drop your answer in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, and if you listen to this on podcast, you'll send me a DM or jump over to YouTube and leave me a comment, because I really want to know if you've done this before. Here's another way you can start making money tomorrow. It's called mystery shopping. What? You can make bank from shopping, ladies. You guys are already racking up debt shopping. You already, let's keep it a buck. We had a table, right? You're already swiping that credit card shopping. How about get paid to actually go shopping? You see, I had to look up the right definition of mystery shopper because my mom was telling me about this. A mystery shopper is hired by a retailer or a market research company to shop in a particular store and report back on the customer experience. So my mom said that she was actually hired to actually walk into a store that Amazon just built out. It's that new store to where you don't have to pull out nothing. You just walk through and it reads your phone or something like that if it's in your purse, and you shop and you shop and you come out. And so Amazon paid her $45 an hour, and watch this, gave her $100 to shop. And she walked in, got the stuff, walked back out. And she said she literally just had to get on the phone for 10 minutes and answer the question. So she started looking up other stuff. JCPenney, back in the days, paid her to go into the JCPenney store and just walk around. And she said, and they tell you specifically, I want you to engage with, one of our sales reps. Did they ask you, did you want to sign up for a card? Did someone greet you? Did someone say, welcome to such and such? Like, they literally ask, what was your experience? Were they kind? What were some of the key languages that they use? And they literally ask you to come back and report everything. What did the store smell like? Did you see stuff on the floor? Were shirts in the wrong places? How were the employees dressed? Like, my mom said, like, this is serious. And so when I started doing some research, I was looking at some YouTube videos, and man, you have people making an extra $500 to $1,000 a month off of this. And check this out. Not only they're making an extra $500 to $1,000, but they're getting money to go shop. The average person is making about $20 an hour. Okay? And most retailers are going to give you free groceries, free clothing, or just free products. Now, I couldn't find like one place that you can go. There are so many companies out there. I would definitely say Google mystery shoppers or mystery shopping. There's a lot of companies, and you got to go with a company that you feel comfortable with. I don't know too much about this. This is something my mom turned me on to, and she hasn't done it in about, since COVID. And she was like, I would highly suggest you go out there and look. Some are actually accredited, solid businesses, but just be very, very careful on it. But I'm pretty sure some of y'all have done it. So if you've done it before, I want you to drop a website or some information below of where our people can go look at if you're watching this on YouTube. But this is legit, yo. I'm texting my mom right now. Let me ask her and see what she says. But this is straight up legit. I'm just like, wait a minute. I mean, does Gucci offer this? Does Louis Vuitton offer this? Does Chanel offer this? I need to find someone that is like, yo. You want some free Gucci? Yeah. Go over here to this free store and get just go shopping. Now, Gucci can't give me $100. Louis can't give me, I need $1,000 bare minimum. I need $1,000. I need $1,000 shopping spree, and you can pay me $500 an hour. Y'all got the money. Nike, just give me $300. That allow me to get a free pair of shoes, and you can pay me $45 an hour. Just give me a free pair of shoes to go shopping. Let me get some Jordans. I'm curious. How many of you all would do this? How many of you would be mystery shoppers if you could? Drop it in the show notes. Yeah, I would do it. Nah, I wouldn't do it. I'm really, really, really curious. Like, how many of you all will actually do it? You guys, before we get to the last point, do not forget our book of the month. Essentialism, the disciplined pursuit of less. And this is by Greg McCown. This book is going to bless you this month. I am going to make sure that I am always reminding you all on how to grow, on how to mature, and how to build, because it's very, very important. If you cannot read the full book, that's fine, because I partnered with a great company called Short Form, and they will give you this 300-page book in 10 pages. They're going to give you all the main nuggets, all the main things you need to apply to your life today. You can take this 10-page PDF, read it, take notes, highlight what you like, study that, and implement this wisdom this week, okay? So check out the information in today's show notes. Here's the last one, man, and it's very funny because my camera guy, he lives in Atlanta, works with me full time, but he lives in Atlanta, and every time he comes into town, before we got a team car, he had to rent a car. And the last time he came in, not last time, one time when he came in the car, into town, right? He rented a car through Turo, right? So here's one way you can make money. Rent your car out on different sites like Turo. And what's so funny is when CJ came into town, he rented this. It was a Mercedes, bro. Yep. It was a Mercedes, and he rented it from Turo. Well, I had to follow him back to return the car before he flew back home, and I met the young lady who rented it. She recognized me, knew exactly who I was, and so me and him had an opportunity to sit down and talk. If you watching right now, what up, sis? I'm not gonna say your name. And I was talking to her. She's like, "Yo, I work from home during the day," and she lived literally right downtown at that time in Nashville when I was living in Nashville. And she was like, "Yo," so throughout the week, she puts her car on Turo. She still has debt. And she was like, "Yo," and it was a real nice Mercedes. I ain't gonna front. And she's like, "Yo, so this is what I'm saying." She said, "Anthony, every time it goes out, they pay my payment and insurance for a month." She says, every time it goes out. And she says, more than likely, it is rented for at least 2 to 3 days. She says, as long as I get it rented for 3 days, that throughout the month, it took care of the car payment and the insurance for her car. And she says she gets it booked out at least every other week. So now she's able to speed up her paying off the car. She doesn't have to worry about paying her insurance on a Mercedes because she's working from home. So do the math. She's making 3 payments on her car minimum a month. The average car payment in America today is right around $500. So if she has the average car payment, that's $1,500 a month that she's putting towards paying off that car. It was a small, like Mercedes C-Class, I want to say. So on average, brand new, that's a $30,000 vehicle. That wasn't a brand new one. So I'm going to estimate she was probably right around $15,000 to $20,000 on this particular car. With that philosophy, going with $1,500 a month, she'll have that car paid off by the end of, well, she probably should have had it paid off by the end of last year, if not last year, this year. And then if that's paid off and she keeps that going, what? It's a wrap. That's $1,500 extra coming to her pocket while she's sitting at home. If you're working from home, young people, if you're in school all day, all week, and you can really, literally what she'll do is she'll just catch an Uber down the street or walk down the street to get to her groceries because she lived right behind a Whole Foods. And she can literally just walk right there. It's a wrap. How many of you all are sitting on a car? I'm actually thinking about doing that with one of my cars. Because one of them just sit there. And I got low miles on that one. I know I can tax somebody for that car. I know I could. What? I know I can get my money back in 1 year with that car. All of it if I put it on Turo. I might do it. I might try it out. I'm scared because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I think everyone has the right to be scared. But I think that's why you have good insurance in place. You can put insurance on Turo. It is fully 100% covered on Turo. And my thing is, if the car is just sitting there, y'all, why not allow it to make a little bit of money? And here's the thing, man. Here's what I love about Turo and some of these other sites out there. And one of my friends is a Turo king. Yo, if you want to learn more about this, right? If you really want me to do like a whole show on how to rent out your car, and this guy he has like a fleet of cars, but I'm gonna ask him, like, is there a way to make an extra $25,000, $50,000 a month off of one car, that your main car? And if he says yes, how many of you all would like me to actually bring him on the show? Just put yes Turo in the comments. Send me a DM. Let me know if you want me to do a full show on this, because I think it's a brilliant idea, because I've done some research on it. You can get full insurance covered on it through Turo. You can get a tracker added to the vehicle. There's so many different things you could do with this. Like anything, there's a risk. Okay? Like anything, there is a risk at whatever you're doing when it comes to making money. If you're driving for Uber, if you're driving for Lyft, you're putting crazy people into your car. I know. You can run into a crazy person. I mean, there's always a risk to something, but if you put the right things in place to protect you and to protect your car and your life, then hey, why not step out there and make this extra money? Okay? Now listen. These are just 4 simple ways. You have teach what you know, okay? What is on the inside of you that can help you really, really generate income, build income. And here's the thing. I really want to say this, man. I really want to say this. And I want to say this the right way, okay? I was on Clubhouse, and one of my friends, and a very well-known bishop who I look up to and love and respect and admire, he said something, and I was like, ugh. I didn't really like it at first, but I was like, I see what he's saying, but ugh. He said, man, making 6 figures is not a lot of money. He said, 6 figures is not a lot of money anymore. And I was like, whoa. We can't say that when 42% of black people and 30% of white people will not even make $30,000 this year. That's a proven fact. That's a proven study from McKinsey and Company, right? 30% of white people and 42% of black people will not make more than $30,000 this year. So we're saying $100,000 is not a lot of money. I was like, I disagree with that, bro. Because on top of that, you got the average person in America, single person gonna make $46,000. The average household income with 2 people living in it, with 2 adults in there are making $65,000 to $68,000 a year. And you're saying $100,000 is not a lot of money? I'm like, I told him I disagree. When I got off of Clubhouse, I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, man, should I do a show on this? And I think what he was saying was, if you have the discipline, if you have the financial literacy, if you're willing to listen to people like myself, like Dave Ramsey, like Earn Your Leisure, like His and Her Money, like David Shands with the Social Proof podcast, there are ways, man, you can make $100,000. It's not easy. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you're willing to read, if you're willing to watch, if you're willing to actually do the research and apply from the people who are actually doing it, I can see what he is saying, that you should be able to get to $100,000 income. You should be able to get to where you're averagely making $10,000 a month. It's hard, but it's not hard. I hope it makes sense. Like, you can do it if you have the discipline, if you have, the backbone to not give up. I was talking to a young kid on YouTube the other day, just from his YouTube. Google.com pays him $225,000 a year. This kid is like 20, 21. Google pays him $250,000 a year. This doesn't include like his brand deals, his affiliate deals, his marketing. No, what does he do? He literally goes on and he just plays video games and he's teaching people how to get through different levels. Then I talked to another person, and here's why. Check this out. Oh, this is so good, man. God, thank you for giving me this one. I'm only teaching y'all what I'm learning and what I'm doing. I'm telling y'all to listen to me. I'm telling y'all to listen to other people because I'm learning and growing in this YouTube space. I'm learning and growing in this podcast space on my own. And I'm out here talking to people who are killing it better than me. And so I found this channel, and Ashley, my producer, Ashley turned me on to the concept. I found this channel to where they only put a black screen up with music. Music. So one of my friends who's a big YouTuber, I said, man, this philosophy, I see their views is high up there. And I see that their watch time is high up there because I have an app that tells me about different channels and stuff like that. I want to talk to you. He said, well, I know a company. I know a person who does that right now. Like your face, your voice doesn't even have to be on this YouTube channel. She makes $160,000 a month. Why? Because she's putting music that people can listen to while they're studying, while they're meditating, while they're cleaning up, while they're going to sleep. She just puts soft, gentle music. Some of the music is just music. Some of the music has inspiration because she has this gift of just making people feel mellow. And Google.com pays her $100,000+ a month. And I'm sitting here like, wait, whoa, what? Whoa. Google.com ain't paying me that much yet. They paying me pretty good, but they ain't paying me 6 figures yet. But because I've been taking the information that these YouTubers have been giving me over the last 60 days, over the last 2 months, my income from Google.com has been going up. And I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about like it's up. You see the incline. So what am I saying? You can make some extra money now if you are really willing to sit down for a couple of days, for a week, do the research. What is on the inside of you? What are you good at? What can you teach others? Do you have this skill? Can you tutor someone? Do you have this skill? Can you show someone how to do the skill that you are a pro at? If you love shopping, just like this young kid loves playing video games, he says, yo, let me just make some money off of it. And can I keep it a buck with you? Man, I thought YouTubers were whack. I thought YouTubers was not a job about 10 years ago. I'm gonna be real with you. I was like, y'all ain't making no money on YouTube. Listen here, man. I've been able to build a business and on staff 2 full-times and 4 contractors. Actually, it's 3 full-times. And it's solely from just YouTube podcasting and just being, a speaker. There's money out there. Mystery shop. If you don't want to get out there like that, listen, this young kid is making $250,000 from doing what he loves to do. He loves playing video games. Why not get paid for it? If you love to shop, why not get paid for it? Why not turn it into a hobby that can fund your shopping? Come on. And before it funds your shopping, make sure it funds you getting out of debt and building your emergency fund. And then if you have a car that's sitting at home, if you're working from home 8 hours a day, and if you live in an area to where you can get to a grocery store if you need to for that week, or here's what I would suggest. When you rent out the car, before you let the car go get all your groceries and tell your friends you'll see them on the weekend. You're going to make a quick $500,000. All right? So listen, I absolutely love you all. This year, we are maximizing the year 2022. I know inflation is high. I know we're reaching some obstacles, but we're going to get through this thing together. All right? So make sure you hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed today's show. Make sure you get the book of the month. I'm going to drop that information below. Make sure that you are getting your life insurance. And man, y'all, I want you to get into a home. And we're going to do a full show on home ownership and the importance of home ownership, especially within the minority space. So check out my friends at Ethos, check out my friends at Churchill Mortgage and Short Form in the show notes. But I gotta go. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next show.